are Lego bricks? What are our sandwich ingredients? You know, what are the basic building blocks of our web design systems, right? And so I see tools like this and sites like this, UI patterns that sort of highlight and categorize all these different components. Teresa Neo came out with this great mobile design pattern library and stuff. I was more fascinated with this stuff just sort of based on how they were sort of clumping things together and what they were calling things and stuff. Because, you know, I've been working on my own pattern library with the help of everybody else who's contributed on GitHub, which is awesome. But like, how do we take all of our bits and pieces, all of our different components, and make them work across all these different screen sizes, across all these different devices? It's really challenging. And so we have these sort of crop up of these frameworks, right, that try to take the grunt work out of it. I'm sure we're all sort of familiar with Foundation by Zurb, a responsive framework. Twitter Bootstrap is like the most watched repository on GitHub. It's terribly popular. I really like these things a whole lot, but there's something wrong there. A lot of this is what Kristen was alluding to earlier, wherever you're sort of subscribing to the way someone else has done something already, right? You're worried about lookalikes, right? You know, my buttons look the same as the next site, right? Oh, that's a Bootstrap site. The same way we used to be like, oh, that's a WordPress site or whatever, right? You know, one size fits all. It's like, here's your solution. And it's like, well, what exactly are you trying to accomplish? Potential for bloat and unneeded stuff. You know, you might just be doing a simple brochureware site, and you might not need all these carousels and extra scripts and stuff like that. You know, and it might be the opposite, right? Where it might be too limiting. You might need something more, something that hasn't been included in a framework. The ability to scale, right? The ability to sort of work with your existing site or work with your existing architecture and stuff like that. So Dave Rupert swoops in and saves the day. Tiny bootstraps for every client. I love this. I love this phrase so much because that's exactly what we need to be doing. He goes on to elaborate. He says, responsive deliverables should look a lot like a fully functioning Twitter, bootstrap-style systems, custom tailored to your client's needs. Awesome. And he showed what sort of deliverables they get. They did Microsoft.com with Paravel, and he showed sort of a glimpse into that, right? Into that world, into their process.